Hey everybody, Chris Stayte here. Today, we're going to talk about strings and Python. I already have Visual Studio Code open, so I'm going to go ahead and create a new file by clicking New File. And I'm going to save this file to my desktop as strings.py. Now before we get into strings and the actual code, I'm just going to talk a few seconds about what they are. And a string is just a series of Unicode characters. This can be anything from a single character to a sentence to even paragraphs. Let's go ahead and get into how to create these. If you go into your code, you can see here that we're going to create a variable. I'm going to call this my string. And we can create this variable, and we have several types of ways that we can do this. The most standard way that I use is by using double quotes. So I'm going to call this is my string, right? So you can see here I created a string using double quotes. You're also able to create strings using single quotes. My string 2. And I can create single quotes, and this is my string. And you can see here these two are equal. The only difference being a single quote and a double quote. Now what happens if you end up having a lot of text, right? Or you have a lot of stuff. So for this intensive purpose, I'm going to go ahead and open up a browser here. I'll open up Safari. I'll bring it into Windows so you guys can see it. And we're going to type in lorem ipsum. And we're going to go to this website so that way we can get some random text. So you can go into here, and we want paragraphs, and we're going to hit generate, and you just go ahead and copy and paste this. Copy. I'll minimize this for now, and we can go ahead and paste this in here. Now you can see, whoa, what happened? Well, all this text kind of got spread out everywhere over multiple lines, which isn't good. Because we're trying to copy and paste a paragraph, so what we'd have to do is come in here and backspace on these and put them to the end, which can actually make this quite long. And some versions of your interpreters don't like things past a certain length. So how can we make this a little bit easier? Well, I'm going to go in here and kind of bring this in here, hit enter on kind of a common ground here. Try to do it at the end of sentences. This might take a second, but we should get through it. Go ahead and all right. I'll go ahead and cut the sentence here. We'll erase all this. Just kind of show this as an example. Now what we can do is we can actually change this instead of double quotes. We can do this as 3 single quotes or triple quotes. And you can see now we do have the ability to have a multi-line string. This can be great for lots of things. I will show you a good example here. So I'll create a 4th string, my string 4, and we'll go ahead and put triple quotes, and right below there, I can put in there, my name is Chris, we'll do first name, right, and last name, state, and then we'll do age is 22, and we'll do favorite color is purple. Go ahead and finish off the string, and when we print this out, so print my string 4, if we were to print this out, so I'm going to go over here to the left to the debugger tab, and I'm going to click play, and I'm going to go ahead and hit start, and you can see right here it prints it out and it's already formatted. I don't have to add any line breaks, I don't have to do anything. But there is another kind of issue that we need to move on now to, and that is how do you print quotes without it being interpreted as a string. So if I were to come in here and say, my string 5 is equal to, and I'm going to put, let's just put Chris's, the book, right? So book, how would that give us an error if I tried printing that out? So if I were to hit play, it says right here, see it says invalid syntax. So there's actually a couple of ways we can do this. The first way is to use single quotes. So we can actually come in here and put single quotes in here. And there we go. And if we hit play, you can see it does print out the single quote. So using a different version of the quotes will show up. And I'll go ahead and flip those so you guys can see that you can use double quotes within single quotes. So we'll put double quotes there and single quotes on the outside. And you can see right here, We already have a conflict, and that is the pluralization. And actually, it would actually be like that because I already have an S on the end of my name. So we'll go ahead and click play. And you can see right here, let's just do this. You can see right here, for an example, the double quotes inside of the single quotes. Now, what if there's a problem where you only want to use double quotes on the outsides, and you also, or let's do single quotes on the outsides, and you also want to use single quotes on the insides. As you can see here, I want to make this plural. Well, you'd use an escape character, which is a /. And you can do the same thing on the book. We'll go ahead and put that there, /, and put an extra one. Oh, and there we go. So you can see right there, and this does color it to make it a little bit easier, but you can see right there that these are / or escaped. And if I run it, you can see it does print out the single quotes even though it is surrounded by quotes. So there's strings for you. Now, strings do act just like lists, which we'll get into in the future. But in the future, we'll get into how a string is actually an array of characters, or an array or a sequence of Unicode characters. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions or comments, throw it in the comment section down below. And if not, throw a thumbs up if you liked it. And I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.